Welcome to Real Ghost Stories, where we uncover the chilling world of ghost stories and hauntings. If you're drawn to the supernatural and love spine-tingling tales, you're in the right place. Join me as we explore the eerie, the unexplained, and the legends that keep us awake at night. Break that like and subscribe and step into the shadows with us if you dare. The haunting of the Monte Cristo Homestead, New South Wales, Australia. Known as Australia's most haunted house, the Monte Cristo Homestead in Junee, New South Wales, has a dark history that has left it with a terrifying reputation. Built in 1885 by wealthy farmer Christopher Crawley, the house has witnessed numerous tragedies, mysterious deaths, and, allegedly, ghostly encounters. The Monte Cristo Homestead in Junee, New South Wales, Australia, is widely regarded as the country's most haunted house, with a history steeped in tragedy and eerie occurrences. Built in 1885 by Christopher Crawley, a wealthy farmer, the Victorian mansion was a symbol of prosperity and status. However, its legacy is tainted by countless tragic events that have left it with a terrifying reputation. Over the years, the homestead has seen a series of mysterious deaths, leading to numerous reports of hauntings and paranormal activity. The Crawley family and early tragedies. Christopher Crawley built Monte Cristo Homestead after discovering significant wealth through land and livestock. He and his wife, Elizabeth Crawley, lived in the grand home and had several children. While Christopher's wealth allowed the family to live in comfort, tragedy soon befell the homestead. After Christopher's death in 1910 from a blood infection, Elizabeth became a reclusive figure, rarely leaving the house and reportedly dressing only in black as she mourned her husband. Elizabeth was deeply religious and strict. She allegedly mistreated the staff and instilled fear among her children and servants. Some accounts suggest she would punish her children severely, confining them for long periods in isolation. Her reclusive and often harsh lifestyle led to rumors that her spirit may linger in the home, maintaining her watch over it even in death. The tragic events. The Monte Cristo Homestead is infamous for the series of tragic and mysterious deaths that occurred over the years, each leaving behind chilling tales of haunting. The maid's fatal fall. One of the earliest recorded incidents involved a young maid who tragically fell from the balcony. Some believe she was pushed by an unknown force, while others suggest she might have jumped or accidentally slipped. No one could determine the true cause of her fall, but her spirit is said to haunt the balcony area, where people report feeling an overwhelming sense of sorrow and unease. The stable boy's death. A stable boy who worked at the homestead met a violent and tragic end when he was burned to death in the stables by a fellow worker in a moment of rage. This incident left an eerie mark on the property, and people report feeling an oppressive sadness near the stables. Some claim to have seen the spirit of the young boy, lingering around the stables where he met his untimely end. The tragic death of a baby. In another horrifying incident, a nanny dropped a young child down the main staircase. According to local legend, the nanny claimed that an unseen force pushed her, causing her to lose her grip on the child. The baby tragically died from the fall, and since then, visitors and staff have reported hearing the faint cries of a baby near the staircase, particularly at night. Some even report seeing a small apparition of a child on the stairs, adding to the homestead's eerie ambience. The murder of Harold Steele. One of the most disturbing stories from Monte Cristo's past involves Harold Steele, a mentally ill man who was kept chained in the caretaker's cottage on the property for years. Lacking proper care, he became unstable, and his living conditions were harsh and brutal. Eventually, he was released, but the trauma of his captivity left him mentally shattered. Years later, after Harold's release, he returned to the homestead with a shotgun. He murdered a caretaker on the property in cold blood, claiming it was revenge for his mistreatment. Visitors report feeling an intense sense of dread near the caretaker's cottage, and many claim to hear strange noises, including footsteps, near the area. Paranormal encounters and hauntings. The series of tragic events has contributed to a strong belief that Monte Cristo Homestead is haunted. Paranormal investigators and visitors alike have reported numerous ghostly encounters. Lady Crawley's apparition. Elizabeth Crawley, who lived the latter part of her life as a reclusive widow, is said to haunt the homestead. Visitors and residents report seeing her ghostly figure dressed in black, wandering through the halls and rooms. Her spirit is often described as cold and intimidating, and many report an overwhelming sense of dread or discomfort in her presence, especially in her former bedroom. Some also report smelling lavender, her favorite perfume, in parts of the house. Mysterious lights and cold spots. Unexplainable lights and cold spots are common at the homestead, especially around areas associated with tragedy. People report seeing lights flicker in empty rooms, feeling sudden cold drafts, and even noticing lights turning on and off by themselves. Cold spots are most often felt near the staircase and the balcony, where the maid and the young child tragically died. The sound of a baby crying and apparitions. One of the most disturbing experiences reported by guests is the sound of a baby crying near the staircase, which has been linked to the tragic death of the young child. Guests often hear the faint, sorrowful cries, and some even report seeing a small, ghostly figure on the stairs. Many find this particular haunting unsettling, especially when the crying seems to echo in the silence of the night. The stable boy's spirit. Near the stables, where the young stable boy was burned to death, visitors report feeling a strange presence, often accompanied by an overwhelming sadness. Some have seen an apparition of a boy near the stables, looking lost and sorrowful. Many believe this to be the spirit of the stable boy, forever tied to the place where he died. Physical sensations and reactions. Many visitors to Monte Cristo Homestead experience physical reactions, such as nausea, dizziness, or fainting spells, in certain parts of the house. The grand staircase and Elizabeth Crawley's bedroom are particularly known for causing these intense sensations. Guests describe feeling as if they are being watched or touched by unseen hands, and some have even reported feeling as though an invisible force is pushing them. Paranormal investigations and ongoing hauntings. The Monte Cristo Homestead's reputation as Australia's most haunted house has attracted countless paranormal investigators and ghost hunters. Many report capturing unexplained photos of ghostly figures, hearing disembodied voices, and recording EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, with strange sounds and whispers. The property has been featured in paranormal documentaries and ghost hunting shows, further adding to its fame. Today's Monte Cristo Homestead. The Monte Cristo Homestead is now open to the public, where curious visitors and paranormal enthusiasts come to experience the eerie atmosphere and learn about its tragic history. The property owners offer ghost tours, allowing people to explore the haunted rooms, walk the grand staircase, and see the locations tied to the mysterious deaths. Many visitors leave with chilling stories of their own, convinced that they, too, have experienced something supernatural within the walls of the old homestead. Whether due to its violent history or simply as a result of the tragic energy surrounding it, the Monte Cristo Homestead remains a profoundly unsettling place. Its reputation as a haunted house continues to captivate those who dare to visit, making it one of the most infamous haunted locations in the world. This is the end. Hope you love the story. Like and subscribe.